Dude, just talk to me a little bit about just the excitement coming to this year. This is the last go for you, isn't it?
Last go around, man. Senior year, 4 years, man. Long time coming.
What kind of goes through your mind thinking like, oh, it's going to be the last time you ever do media day, or the last time it's going to be the first practice, and kind of have you kind of giving yourself a chance to sort of go through some of that stuff?
I really don't try to think about it too much. I don't think it bothers me too much until it's really the end of the road, maybe the last couple of games or something like that.
A lot of expectations coming into this year. You guys kind of saw this a couple years ago. Season didn't quite go the way you wanted to. For you guys, what do you take away from that season with all those expectations, and what do you apply to it this year with kind of the same sort of circumstances?
I think you apply focus, and that's the number one thing. You gotta stay focused, and I want to forget about last season. I don't want to remember anything about that. Anything that has anything 2017 to do with it, I don't want to hear it. So this is a new year, this is a new team, and we have a chance to do something special.
How do you manage some of the expectations? I mean, obviously you guys are getting a lot of hype. Phil Steele put you guys out there. You guys are getting a lot of play as maybe one of the top teams, not just in the Group of 5, but in the nation.
Yep.
How do you kind of handle that?
I'm glad people are starting to recognize and really view our name, but at the end of the day, all that preseason stuff doesn't matter. To us, we still got to go out and win these games. We still got to go game by game, week by week, and we got to go out and execute, focus, and be a team. We really have to come in and come together.
Now, I know this team is kind of going to be known this year for flying around. Everybody's talking about wide receivers. Everybody's talking about man, you guys are kind of just, hey, we're over here too.
That's fine. Keep us under the radar. You throw the ball around, but once he starts throwing the ball around, it's going to open up some game for us. And we got a lot of running backs with some special talents who can really do it all.
Yeah, it seems like you guys are kind of still the forgotten group, even though last year, you had a pretty nice group. But now this year, you're getting Armand way back. You're obviously in the mix. What kind of change of pace do you guys as a group bring to the table?
We bring a lot of different variations to the game. I would like to say everybody in our room can catch. I'm definitely the top guy running back who can catch the best, and we compete about that every practice. They have something to say about that if you tell them. But
so Justice could still find y'all.
Oh yeah, definitely. You throw us the ball, no matter what, we're gonna find a way to catch it because we don't get a lot of chances.
Exactly. So you got to do something with them.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I guess I kind of lost my train of thought here. What do you have planned for yourself this year, or even just as a running back group? Kind of what are some of those big goals that you guys have as a group?
I think as a group, the goals are same as last year. We didn't fumble once last year. That's the goal again. Another goal is to have no negative plays, running the ball. When the ball's in our hands, we don't want a negative play. We don't want any negative yardage. Anything has to do with negative, that's not in our vocabulary. Everything positive.
Well, and for you guys too, especially, you got a year. That O-line's got another year under the belt. Basically, all of them are back. You've got one spot to kind of replace, but these are big dudes too. On top of that, for you guys to, just see that great wall in front of you. What does that do for you guys as a group?
Definitely boost our confidence. It definitely is like we're gonna get movement. We got to make somebody miss, and we can go yard all day long. 6 yards a carry, average that all season long. That would be great.
Well, and for you especially, you can really be patient because you can just hide behind those giant dudes, and you're kind of a shorter fellow. But is that kind of the style we're looking for this year out of Warren Wand?
I would say somewhere close. A little bit more patient, but once you see the hole, you really burst through there and go 80.
Now I know you guys are always preaching game by game, day by day, but let's take a look at the big picture. Is there a certain game maybe that you're looking forward to the most? Not necessarily like a revenge type thing or anything like that, but is there one that you've got circled personally?
What is it? I think it's the bowl game. After New Year's or on New Year's. I think that game for me is circled.
You got it pinned in?
Yeah, definitely.
Now you guys are looking to really host the first Sun Belt Championship game here. For you guys too, I know that's sort of a new twist on the season. Is that something you guys have talked about, just sort of in a big picture, like, hey, this is a thing that we're capable of doing now?
Yeah, most definitely. That first time ever for us to have a championship game, that winner takes it all. There's no more ties. There's no more sharing anything, it's, best man wins.
You guys get to be greedy now.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to do. We've got to earn our respect back. We got to go into that game. First off, get to that game, go into the game and handle business.
And everything will take care of itself.
Everything will take care of itself.